All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arm Wrestling Showcase Female Friday. You all know our host, Kane Fontecchio, myself, Josh Edwards, and today we have a very special guest today, the new #1 female arm wrestler in the state of California, Tara Terry. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Awesome. Good. Awesome. Yeah. Now, we want to let you know that we have a huge surprise for you, but Stay tuned. We're going to get to that in a minute. First, we want to get into a little bit of your background. We want to ask you a little bit about yourself. So what got you into arm wrestling?
What got me into arm wrestling? My dad, initially. I remember there was a very first tournament that came up as a juniors event. It was here in Reno, Nevada, so it was really close to where we live. And he was like, you and your sister should just go try it out and see what you guys can do, because we've always had a real physical lifestyle of working hard and with him. And so we went and tried it out. My sister and I both did really good. We both became 3-time national champs, and that started in, I think, 2012 to about 2015. We were doing juniors, and then I haven't been doing anything until this last year and a half, really professionally arm wrestling.
Awesome. Yeah. And where do you live right now in the States?
Portola, California. It's a really small town, really north of California. It's only about 45 minutes west of Reno, Nevada. So it's really close to there.
Real close to Mitchell Stone there, our last guest.
Yeah, we've been training with them. Him, Kyle Knapp, Ben Cellini. All those guys over in Reno, we've been training with them, and been all kind of commuting and pitching in and doing road trips to tournaments lately. So it's been really fun.
Awesome to hear. Yeah, you mentioned a gap there. So you and your sister became national champions.
Yes.
And you had a bunch of time off. It wasn't until you said the last year and a half that you got back into the sport. What happened in that gap?
That was about the time we moved to Alaska, and being up there, traveling anywhere for tournaments was just really hard and expensive. And I, at that point, would have been competing in women's, and I knew I had a lot of work to do to start competing in the women's pro. And so not until this last March, I think it was, or May, we started back in, is when I first initially started in doing pro women's. So yeah.
Nice. What a progression you've made in the last year.
I'm shocked. I'm amazed. I'm blessed. I feel so thankful and just really amazing. And the community of arm wrestlers is just fantastic. It's a great group of people. Everybody's so nice, and just it's like a family. So that's why I really love the sport.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and who better to have than your pops out there streaming for you?
Absolutely. He's my number
Robert
one.
Terry.
Yeah, he's awesome, man.
Go way to run!
Hey, what's up, brother?
That's great. So, I mean, obviously the great big news around town is Tara Terry is #1 in California.
Yes.
Now. So let's lead up to that a little bit. We'll start once you came back from that gap. So you popped back into the sport. What was competing like for you? What were you placing? Were you competing amateurs? Like, what was it coming back immediately from that gap?
I started right into the pros in the women's classes. The first tournament, official pro, and I was terrified because I'm like, I haven't done it in so long. I don't know how well I'm going to do. And it was in Hawthorne, Nevada at the, I think it was the Kenny Bostic. Right. Yeah. That was the first one. And I had some good competition, and I out of, I think it was a 4 or 5 girl class, I placed 3rd, which I was really surprised. I surprised myself at how well I did. And so it was really awesome. Just first time being back, having a little bit more motivation of, wow, I work a little bit, and I think, I'd get pretty good. And so that was a real great starter. Last year, I think we did about 8 tournaments. So it was a really, really packed year for tournaments. But my progression since then has just really grown. And I'm so thankful to be able to be doing it. And it's just amazing just to see where I came from and where I am now. It's really just shocking, but so amazing to me. It's a good feeling.
Who was in those other 3 girls in the class?
There was Bridget Morris.
Okay.
One other lady, I think her name was Hannah Greenwood.
Yep.
Haley Johnson, she's out of Utah, and Sarah LaFond who was out of Utah as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
All of those are very tough women for sure.
It was a tough tournament, but it was a fun one for sure.
And if you don't mind me asking, who did you nudge out for that 3rd position?
So Hannah Greenwood was my first match. I beat her. And then it might have been the second match. It was so long ago, it's hard to remember, but Bridget Morris, it was kind of disappointing because she ended up fouling out. So I never really officially got to pull her. And I hate when matches go that way because I want to pull somebody to, it's more of a fair shot, but it happened. And then I did have a good battle with Haley Johnson a couple of times, but couldn't beat her. She's very strong, but it was a lot of good matches. So it's kind of luck of the draw, fortunate.
Yeah. So humble.
Yeah.
Nowhere to hide.
So okay, so third place, your first day back, and what happened between then and getting your title in UAL? Was there a progression? Was there any particular tournaments that stood out where you were starting to be a little better?
There was a few matches. There was a few good tournaments that we went to. I'd have to say a few memorable ones would have been, one girl, I cannot remember her last name, but I know Nick Postel, she's come with him to some tournaments a lot and helped with some of the filming. I think her name's Alexi or Alexis. Super sweet, super nice. I first saw her in the Patterson tournament last year, and she got me good. She beat me. And the next time I saw her was at the Tuolumne. I think it was the Lumber Jubilee last year. And my dad's like, come on, you got this. You can beat her. Just do this. He's like my number one mentor, trainer, and really my motivator. Right. And so I ended up, I think she got me once, but then I just got the fire under me. I usually do. And I was able to beat her. So that was one really, really good match. Cause I kind of had doubt in myself that there's no way like I'm gonna win this match, and I ended up doing it. I was literally almost in tears because I was just so shocked and like what happened. I was like, wow, I really did that. So that was pretty amazing. Gosh, there was so many last year. I just progressionary from then till now. Vegas was a good turnout. That was in December. And then, that was last year. This year, the Arizona tournament was pretty good. It's just the little wins here and there, the people that I've wrestled last year, all through the tournaments up until now. You can kind of see your progress of people that you couldn't beat and that you are now. One other one I just thought of it was at the Grinder Gym. It was the Patty Pull in San Diego. I don't remember when that was last year, but that one was a really good one for me. I ended up taking first place in that one out of, I think there was at least 3 or 4 girls in that class. Bridget was there, Denara was there, Grace and Blanca, and then there was Alex Bryant, I think is her name. And it was funny because that tournament was right before the Bakersfield super match I had with Blanca set. And so it was funny because we're like, oh, well, we're going to have like a little test and we might get to pull each other. And we never did. So I was like, well, we're saving it for Bakersfield.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. And that one, I think, really just stepped up my motivation of where I was and where I had gotten to. And especially after my match with Blanca and Bakersfield, that was probably up there with one of my toughest battles that I've had in just terms of like good matches. And so that one was a really good turnout.
Yeah, that was a really, really good match. And anybody watching, definitely go check out the footage from that. I know Benjimac did the full live stream for the whole thing. It was Nick Postel, right, Josh, who did kind of the breakdown.
I think he did, if I remember right.
Yeah. Has all the left-handed matches on one video and then all the right-handed matches on another.
Right. And your match with Blanca was definitely one of the best. It was
it was no easy match, that's for sure. I think I strained something in one of my arms, and oh my gosh, it seemed like it took forever for that to just get back to like fully normal.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that was an amazing.
It was a battle.
Anybody that wants to watch it, I do have it in the description section below this video. Check it out. You can go to Nick Postel's channel to see it. And that was right-handed, right?
We did both. We did right and left.
Okay, so yeah, you could check either one of his videos for that. And if you want to see more of the long, drawn-out live stream where you can see all the in-between stuff, go to Benjimac's channel for sure. When I think of, so I've only become exposed to a lot of your arm wrestling. So in person, it was the Bakersfield for me, getting to actually watch you pull. And now I've seen a bunch of footage. And I know my wife Malia did pull you at some event in San Diego. I don't know what it was, but she just raves about you.
Oh, thank you.
From what I've seen, the biggest thing that stands out to me for you is the athleticism. You do have some good table IQ, but you've just got these fierce adjustments. I don't want to just say adjustments. They're like these fierce adjustments. And to me, that's athleticism. You know,
thank you very much.
You'll be in one position and, you know, you'll jet and do another one before your competitor a lot of times can have a chance to respond. Where does that come from? Do you have a background in other sports, or was that just from being raised into this sport with your dad? Can you explain that?
There's really no other sports, I mean, that really prepared me or got me to where I am with that, I guess. My dad, he's my number one coach, trainer, supporter. He's like everything I am, number one in arm wrestling. And so I try and be the most versatile arm wrestler that I can. So I can always try and adapt to it and adjust to my opponent, just to be a well-rounded and overall arm wrestler in all the styles that I can. He's been teaching me a lot. I have great training partners we call ourselves Cal Neva crew with all the guys we train with in Reno. My dad, of course, even the arm benders, a lot of the guys from Paul Italia's crew, they've all had a part in everything that I am right now. And being in this spot, I couldn't be in it without really all the arm wrestling people. Everybody's put in their time and effort, and these show me their styles and their ways. And I try and take it all in like it's gold, because it betters me for who I am as an arm wrestler. And I value that a lot. So being number one, gosh, it makes me want to cry because it's so shocking to me. It's so amazing because all the supporters I have, all the people that have helped me, it's not just me. It's not just a spot for me. It's my competitors. They make me a better arm wrestler. My table time, my competition, they push me along with all my training people and everybody that has pulled with me and helped train me. It's a spot that I hold dearly for everyone in the sport, not just for myself. So it's a really great feeling.
Yeah, it's a beautiful community. It really is. Cool to hear you say that. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there at UAL, but Josh, you were at the UAL Anaheim. You did some announcing there, which was absolute fire. I watched some of it back. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so can you? I don't know. I'd like to hear a little bit of your perspective on Tara and Grace's match, which earned Tara that number one spot.
Thank you.
and any of your thoughts on that.
Yes. So when I reached out to Tara and asked her if she wanted to do the match, and she, without hesitation, was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And, super awesome for that, first of all. But leading up to it, it was kind of one of those things like you don't know, you wanted to see, because of what I've seen of her pool is completely different than what I've seen of Grace and how her style is. And then we got like that little tidbit of Arizona, watching them get to pull each other and it go one pin. And
I just gotta say one thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have never been. I'm always anxious at the first start of a tournament until I get going, and then I get going and I'm fine. But it's the first match I ever was really nervous, because I got to afterpool with Grace a little bit in the San Diego tournament, and I was like, wow, her inside hook is so strong. It made me nervous, honestly. So I was really interested just to see what I had, and it was shocking and amazing.
Right. No, it was completely awesome. And to me, it was the most exciting out of all the super matches of the day by far.
Thank you.
It was because simply of that spirit that you're talking about came of her on the table, which is unique. It's unique to her. It's that, persona that she's already, which is just natural. But it makes you turn your head and like focus on the match, like what's going on. So it was exciting from beginning to end. And I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, the match was 2-2. It was like neck and neck. And then the last pin was what was going to win it. And to make it 2-2, Grace had won that second pin. So it looked like maybe the momentum could have been going back that way. And then she just dug deep and she figured it out. And it was super impressive to watch. I'm just glad to be a part of this community too, and watch the drive that we all have and that we all make for each other, and the friendships that happen because of it. But it was great. Yeah, really cool.
Thank you.
So I want to confirm one thing. Your winning pin in that match, what was that, a hook?
It was.
Because it looked like you beat her in a hook.
I don't know. She was trying to try something different, but she almost seemed like she was trying to come out of my grip, and I that wasn't letting it happen, and I ended up like with her thumb at the very end and just pressed down, and that's what did it.
Oh yeah, it kind of did look like a press, right? And that's what was fun for me, because I watched your what was it, the Arizona the tournament where you got to have a chance to compete with her. And
that was awesome.
This was what, weeks before your big super match with her?
Yeah, I think it was maybe 2 weeks before, or a week before.
And from what I could tell from watching that in Arizona, it kind of seemed like she seemed dominant at first, but there was a lot of fouls.
Yes.
And it seemed like you were trying to find the right key. You were trying to find
I started with what mostly I normally do, and going over the top. And it just wasn't working for me. And my dad was like, "You've got to try and go inside on that hook." And I was like, "Man, I don't know her hook." And I was like, "Hey, you don't know unless you try it out." So it ended up working in my favor.
That's wild. And you know, thinking back to what you said before, how impressed you were by Grace in the hook when you first felt her in, I think, San Diego.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting how this whole thing circles back around, where the one route that you had to take with her was to just jump in the fire with her and jump in that hook.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff. So how's it feel riding this train on number one? It's been a couple weeks now.
But honestly, I'm still in shock.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still amazed by it. If you would have asked me a year ago where I thought I would be, I never would have thought number one.
Amazing.
Honestly,
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. This just in. I'm getting some breaking news from the women's arm wrestling community. Stand by.
Hey Tara, just wanted to congratulate you on your win, your very, very big win for that #1 spot in the state of California. I'm very proud of you. Just know that we're all chasing you now. Don't forget it, alright? Coming after you. Yeah.
Dear Tara, I really, really wanted to congratulate you. You are one tiny, strong girl, puller. I just wish you so much more success and so much just skyrocket in this sport and just in your life in general. I'm really grateful to pull with you, to learn from you, to have an experience of pulling with you, and just congratulations. And I'm thankful and grateful to know you.
Hey Tara, congratulations on being #1 female arm wrestler in the state. That is amazing. You are so strong and you deserve it. So congratulations.
Hey Tara, congratulations on your #1 spot in California.
Congrats, Tara.
Well deserved. I know you've been working hard and training hard, so congratulations. It's very inspiring, very motivating. It's been great getting to pull with you and getting to know you over the past year. You're such a wonderful person off the table and a fierce competitor on. I always know you're going to bring your all. Just love having you in the California arm wrestling community. So look forward to more. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're killing it. Congrats again.
Hey Tara, I just want to congratulate you on your win in California and being #1 in Cali. Amazing. Congratulations again, and here's to many more blessings in this sport that we love.
Hi Tara, Gabby Vasconcelos from Brazil here. I just want to say congrats on achieving #1 spot in California. My best wishes and hope you have a strong and victorious journey.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
I'm over here getting hot, Kane. You're gonna have to edit this out, bro. You didn't let me know it was like that.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome.
Woo.
That was awesome.
So
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we just got a lot of the women together, but Sarah Latona was amazing in this. When we got her in, she wanted to help as much as possible. She put that whole video together.
That was amazing. I just want to say, God bless to you guys and all those ladies. This is why I love the sport, because it's because of people like all of you. And like I say, I couldn't be the person I am, an arm wrestler I am, without every single last one of them. I mean, God, you guys almost have me tears. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
You earned it, Tara.
That was a great birthday surprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll send you that personally so that you can have it, you can share it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can keep it forever.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Well, you deserve it. Josh and I just feel like you deserve a parade. It's a really big deal.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. It really does.
Just keep doing it. So, okay, what's next for Tara Terry?
I don't know. I might just pop in the Riverside. The Lockton Motor Qualifier might just pop in and say hello. We'll see. And then, gosh, after that, I don't really know right now. Haven't thought much past that, honestly.
Well, Locked and Loaded is a very big event, and it's always got some stiff competition. Last year was pretty incredible. But have you had any thoughts about going out of state? Anybody out there beyond Cali that you have your eye on?
First two people that come to mind it would be Sky Rena out of Texas. I definitely would like to rematch with her again. We had a super match in Texas in, I think that was mid-April. And then one I've been eyeing for a while would be Sarah LaFond out of Utah. I saw her first, so my first tournament was in Hawthorne. I saw her there, but I never got to pull her. The first time I pulled her was in the Riverside Locked and Loaded qualifier, and she beat me. But it's been a while since then, so I'd like to definitely have another go at her.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. She's definitely a tough one for sure.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that match. That would be great.
That would be awesome.
Okay. Yes. That's something to look forward to. Yeah, the sky's the limit for you. Just keep thinking high, keep going for it. But I also love that you're humble.
I will do my best.
Yeah. Well, let's have a little fun in closing. Number one, we asked this same question to Gabriela Vasconcelos.
Okay.
It's one of the hot topics right now. What do you think of the Devin Larratt versus Hermes Gasparini match? If you had to pick one, who's going to win that match? Hermes or Devin? If you had to choose.
Hermes.
You got Hermes.
Yeah.
All right. Can you give us a little bit of a why?
I mean, they're both great pullers, but I don't know. I just have a feeling on Hermes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards Hermes myself. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
He seems pretty fierce.
Yeah, he's incredible. What he did with Levon, that was nuts. But y'all heard it first. So Tara Terry, number one female in California right now. She's backing Hermes Gasparini. Josh, you still with us?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So in closing, I think we're ready for a little bit of fast hit. What do you think?
Fun.
Sure.
Yeah?
Let's
Okay.
do it.
This is Fast Hit with Tara Terry.
All right. Who do you want to arm wrestle next?
Sarah LaFond.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Hook or top roll?
Hook.
Favorite food?
Oh, geez. Pizza.
Books or movies?
Movies.
Strap or no strap?
No strap.
Hot or cold weather?
Cold, definitely cold.
Games in the setup or grip and rip?
Grip and rip.
Favorite place that you've traveled to?
Ooh. Montana.
Okay, cool. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. Milkshakes or Slurpees?
Milkshakes.
Mountain hiking or spa day?
Mountain hiking, 100%.
Okay, how about mosh pit or ballroom dancing?
Mosh pit, I guess. Not much for dancing.
Love it.
Table time or gym?
Table time.
All right. Where would you live if you could live anywhere?
Idaho.
All right. In the setup, load or no load?
Load.
Favorite female arm wrestler?
Ooh. Shoot. I know it's supposed to be fast, but that's a hard one. I guess I'll go with Grace.
Wow, I like it. All right.
Yeah.
And finally, your favorite arm wrestling event.
I would have had to say, of course, UAL Anaheim.
Oh, good answer. Good answer.
I mean, can you beat that?
Yeah. You
gotta go with that one.
Yeah, just UAL in general. You gotta love the Collinses.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't beat a good UAL event.
All right. Well, you heard it. That is Fast Hit with the #1 female arm wrestler in California, Tara Terry. Put them up. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I love y'all.
It's been an absolute
Nowhere to
pleasure.
hide, baby! Hey, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I literally am using that name, Robert. The October 14th is going to be called Nowhere to Hide Arm Wrestling Tournament.
Nice.
Yeah.
When is the next North versus South? I'm curious.
Next April.
Okay, good. Awesome.
I'm doing an event in October.
Okay.
But it's going to be a weight class tournament. We're going to have cash prizes and then medals for each class, and then we're going to have a championship belt for the overall.
Nice. Do you know when about in October yet?
The 14th.
Or no? Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah.
I will try and plan on that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I gotta say, I know this is about you, but I mean, I gotta like shed a little bit of light on Josh here. If I was asked that same question, it would be a toss up with UAL and North versus South. I absolutely loved that event.
It was so awesome. It was so awesome. Yes.
Yeah,
really
I've never seen that kind of like excitement because of the rivalry,
yes,
between the North and the South. It was
such a great idea.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was only possible because of all you guys, because of everybody coming together. That was why it even happened.
That was amazing.
I mean, Kane, you helped, with that, with the podcast, promoting it. Casey, all the Nowhere to Run guys helped. There's a bunch of different guys throughout the South, Bill Collins and the UAL helping out with the reffing. I mean, none of that would have been possible had we all not put our heads together. So yeah. We're going to do it again. It's going to be bigger.
Nice. Can't wait.
I love this interview. It's like you're in the back of a tour bus, Tara.
Might as well be. My dad's my chauffeur.
The Tara Show is coming to you, to a state near you.
Right on.
To destroy. All right.
Well, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And hello, Robert Terry.
They say hello.
It was an absolute pleasure having you on,
good night, guys.
Tara. Thank you so
much.
Yes,
thank you. Thanks for having me. Absolutely.
All right. We'll see you next time, okay?
All right. You too. God bless y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.
Peace.